How to move data, that is your PriceBook and bids, from an old location to a new location. Before we go over the two methods of moving your PriceBook and bids data, it would be helpful for you to be clear on how Easiest stores data under normal operation. If Easiest is installed normally in its defaults, it will be in your C drive under EST 9.2 or 8.0 or whatever version you have. Underneath the program folder is a data folder. And if we expand the data folder, we'll see folders GCS and RESD. These are the PriceBook codes and the location of your raw data in Easiest. When you make a backup, you can make it up to any folder that you wish, and if you had been backing up your data within Easiest, it would have been into a folder. Here we have a EST backup folder, and you'll see the backup files for 2 PriceBooks and a single bid here. We'll come back to this in a little bit. In your old location of Easiest, if you were making up backups on a regular basis, then on the new install, just go to the File Transfer menu, Restore from Backup, and navigate or browse to the location where your backup files are. If they're not on this computer, you can copy them from the other computer if it's still functional and put them on a thumb drive, or if they're networked, then you can navigate to the network drive location for your backup files and highlight the files if you were doing residential RESD bids. And the PriceBook, you hold the control key down and click on each one. If you have a single bid, you would click on that also and click on Restore. We're not going to do that now. We're going to cancel out of it. So if you have backup files, it's relatively easy to restore or move a PriceBook from one location to another. If regular backup files done within Easiest are not available, you'll have to use another method of moving the PriceBook data and bids from a state of raw data. Using this method of restoring your data requires that you have the raw data available and you have access to it. In this case, you'll need to know what the PriceBook code is for the data. Sometimes you don't know it or don't remember it, and you can find the raw data and look at the dates of the files from the last time you used it. And sometimes that'll help you determine which folder the data is in that you have been using in the old version or the old location. As an example, you can see in Windows Explorer, if your new installation was in the EST 9.2 folder, what you would do is navigate, if you could, to the old location, either on a thumb drive or on a network drive, or perhaps it's on a second drive on this machine here. Regardless, once you're at the installation folder, you would expand it, go to the data folder and expand it, find the folder where the data is. This is the raw data, not backup files, but raw data. And in this case, it's GCS, because that was the code of the old data PriceBook. We'll go to Organize, or depends on the version of Windows. You can either do a Control A or Organize and select All. And this will select all the raw data files, not the folder, but just the data files. Right mouse clicking anywhere and clicking on Copy is going to copy the contents of the folder, not the folder. Now you'll want to move back to your new installation, and you're going to paste these files into the data folder. It's important that you paste them into the data folder. Right mouse clicking and going to the paste, and it will copy the files into the data folder. This is very important because when Easiest starts up and it sees data, it will set this data up in your new version and make it available for your use. When you restart your new installation, It sometimes happens really fast, but it will install the price book and all your bids. If you go to the file menu and open existing bid, you should see from the drop down your GC data. In this case, got quite a bit here. It is here. And simply click on open and your bids will be there. You can also double check it by going to the file menu and bid list to make sure all your bids are in the list here. A final word. If you do not have backup files that you performed in your old location from within Easiest, and you do not have the raw data of the location where Easiest was stored, but you do have a system backup file that is made by the whole computer on the old location, or you have another type of Windows backup that happened to back up Easiest location and its data, then you can still restore that data on the new system and basically follow the second procedure we just discussed, and you should be good to go.